Welcome to Southern Currensy TV. You're about to check out another episode. For interviews and anything related with Southern Currensy, you can check me out at www.southerncurrency.com. You can also follow me at Twitter at _CURRENSYENT. Check me out. Enjoy.
Hey yo, what's good? What's poppin'? It's your boy GT Guards alive from the 7-1 Trace, H-Town. Right now you're rocking with Southern Currensy TV.
Hey y'all, I'm Roger Krager and you're tuned in to Southern Currensy TV.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Brian Angel. You already know what it is, man. It's going down right here on Southern Currensy TV. Holla at your boy.
Hey yo, what's good, Hood? It's your boy D-Trey, Quadus, 420. You already know what time it is. Coming to you live. You're now watching Southern Currensy TV.
What up, man? It's your boy Diesel, the Don Dada. I'm back at you on here on Southern Currensy TV.
What's the deal? Tune in to Southern Currensy TV, man. It's your boy Lester Roy, man. It's about to go down 2013. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, man? It's your boy Big Tape, your boy Jay Rilla, and we are A22. You know what I'm talking about? Chilling with Southern Currensy. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Track Sounds live at DMG Studios in Houston, Texas. Checking out Southern Currensy TV. Kicking in the lab right now, showing you some of the shit I do. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, when I make these tracks, so you know what I'm saying? Just come fuck with us. We're getting money out here in the South, man, for real.
Yo, what's going on? This is Lee Line, and right now you tuned in to Southern Currensy TV.
Alright, check it out. It's Michael 5000 Watts, representing for Houston, Texas, and right now you're in tune to Southern Currensy TV on your screen right now.
Yo, what's good? It's Chalie Boy. You're checking out Southern Currensy TV.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Currency, Southern Currensy Entertainment. You're tuned in to another episode of Southern Currensy TV. We're over here in Houston, Texas with a legend, Mr. I Look Good, Chalie Boy. What's going on, Charlie?
What's good, man? I'm good. How you?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Great.
Just taking care of business today, huh?
Got to. All day.
Watching them Texans today?
Man, they playing right now. I think about like the fourth quarter. They losing by like 16-6, but we gonna get it.
They gonna come back.
On the TX,
Number one,
man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get it going.
Already, okay. Hey, let's talk about Chalie Boy. Where the name originate from?
Chalie Boy. You know, my name is Charles Williams, but it comes from my great uncle. You know what I'm saying? He's real close to my father. His actual name was Charlie, added with the fact that playing sports and just kicking around acting a fool at school, you know, they would always call me Chalie Boy, you know, so that came pretty much stemmed from that part, from classmates and just a real close great uncle of mine, so I figured that name would stick.
Alright, okay. You know, those that know who you are, you know, heard of you, heard your songs, you know, you got that soulful voice, so let's talk about, you know, when you grew up, growing up and stuff, were you into like the choir, singing in the churches and stuff? Like, did you use that soulful voice all through the years?
Oh yeah, man. Growing up, my mother was my musician. To this day, she still is at my same church, Old Leader Missionary Baptist Church here in Texas. Yeah, man. I started singing in church. I mean, I can't run from it. I still sing today in church. You know, when I'm available, it's not nothing to run from, nothing to hide, to be ashamed of. That's what I do. That's what I'm proud of. That's what made me what I am today, or a piece of what made me today, and that's you can really say that is a major part of my sound, because my mother's in church and she plays the piano. She taught me, you know, whether we were perfect or not on hitting notes or keys. She told me what needed to be hit. She played it, and I tried to mimic it or make it sound that way. So when it came out, you know what I'm saying, it did well. You know, it made church members move. You know, I didn't intend to be rapping like I am now, you know what I'm saying? So when it did come out, it was just a reflection of me and my life experience.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about you know, your music career up to getting with Dirty Third.
As far as up to getting with Dirty Third, there was really no music career. Like I said, I mean, do local talent shows, but you know, my whole purpose was, I know I could sing, and I know that I wanted to be heard in life, but I had never taken that full-blown step to just going into the music business, from seeing how shady and everything it was with just a simple talent show, how promoters and everything business people would do. I never really just said, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and give it my best effort, because I see what you have to deal with, what you have to be prepared to be ready to deal with when it starts. And I wasn't ready to just deal with shady people like that. And one day, I'd always get music from the store after coming from work. DJ Bull's Hip Hop Shop in Bryan, Texas. There's a guy named Bernard Gambriel, aka B Noah, who was always there. And one Friday I was in the shop, and a couple people came in, like, man, you still singing, man, you need to sing something for me. You know, I'm never embarrassed, so, you know, I just did something for him on the spot, just for memories. And it's like, oh. And then one day, B Noah told me, he said, hey man, DJ Bull wants you to come down and sing a couple hooks for him. But when I got down there, they were in the midst of finishing up a tape. And like, nah, I told him to tell you that if you wanted to jump on the tape, you know, drop a verse or something, and go ahead. I was like, well, nah, I wasn't prepared for that. But like, well, it's whatever. So I came in, I got a couple thoughts together, and I gone ahead, put something down, and what they heard, they liked it. They asked me just, you know, get on the tape, which was No Holds Barred. Then later on, they asked me to jump on another tape, and then another tape. So since the year 2000, I've been with 33rd Records. Started out as a Freestyle Kings. Over the years, it dwindled down. You know what I'm saying? The Rhino and I still actively a part of the label. But as far as everybody else, you know, they're doing their own things, and much love to them, much respect. Shout out to Freestyle Kings. And still trying to keep it moving.
Exactly. Musical influences.
Influences. You know, I was born in '79, so you know, between everything prior to that, Al Green and Harold Melvin and the Blue Nose, or Reverend James Cleveland, up to, you know, Bun B, Pimp C, boy, I mean, the list goes on from Shaka Khan up to Beyonce. I listen to all types of music. I listen to Latin music, you know, Cumbia Kings, you know, anything. Music is music. Whether you understand the language of it, it's pretty much universal. If it make you move, then it's good music. And, you know, whatever came across my ears, good music is what I listen to. And today, as an artist, I feel that, you know, that helps me in not being so stuck in a box like your average artist would possibly be, because I'm not afraid to do all different types of things with my voice and my style.
Okay. This is kind of a sideways question. What's the biggest, what would you say is the biggest misconception about yourself? Either in music, out of music, just one of those.
I think that people think I'm 6 foot tall.
You know, another artist told me that, you familiar with Leland?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, he said the same thing. He said probably the angle of his pictures that he takes.
Yeah, it's just like, no, not even that. People like, man, I hear you on the track, man. You sound like you about like 6'8", you eating the track. Man, I come out looking for you, and you can walk by me 6 times. I'm like, hey, man, I'm right under your nose.
Already.
Okay, dynamite.
You know, obviously, if everybody's been following you and seeing all the people you've been working with, who would you say it's just a privilege to work with?
Man,
blessing from God, pretty much.
Well, I mean, like, as far as me from the South and my area of legends and everything, I'm pretty much Slim Thug's a little bit before me, but just the fact of knowing what he comes from as cliques, you know what I'm saying, and establishing yourself in Texas history. Slim, we cool, you know what I'm saying. It's a pleasure because he's one of the hottest to represent for my times, man. You know, Kiki is a few stages before me, which is honor and pleasure. Bun B, you know what I'm saying. To be amongst, to have your name amongst the history books with those cats that really held it down, specifically for Houston, because that was the cornerstone growing up of music. You know, Kiki Southside, Bun B, Pimp C, RFP to Pimp C, great guy. I mean, I didn't get on the track with him, but he talked to me when he got out of jail. He was on 97.9. He called, told me to get in touch with him, And ever since that day, he was back and forth with conversation. It wasn't whether it was about music or just day-to-day life. I had met him a bunch of times. He had, did a bunch of talent shows down here in Texas for our Black Shit Illuminati year in and year out. So I knew of him and I'd seen him, but never got to interact with him until that time. And for him to be at the status of what he is and what he was even then, to just talk to me and go out his way to just converse with me, that was a privilege. Bun B, of course, and Juvenile. I mean, pretty much all those names I've listed have solidified their names in rap history for the area or for on a national scale. And it's an honor to be amongst those guys and get a chance to do work with them. The list goes on. There's quite a few more.
Yeah, and then was it Bun or UGK? Pretty much just UGK. Got that.
The Millionaire, Mike Jones, Paul Wall. I could put it since in our time of Houston or Texas rap getting back on the map. It's I've gotten to do work with those artists that you've seen hold it down for us. On a data scale, the Road, Tom Tom, Tug. I said a lot about Houston, but I mean just Texas artists in general. I'm proud to be amongst the names that amongst my area that are held in Texas hip hop.
Absolutely. Anybody out there that you're interested in maybe collabing with in the near future? Or you'd like to work with?
On every interview, this is what I say. I love to do work with any and everybody, but I greatly appreciate and have a super effect on those who would love to work with me. I mean, because no chemistry is made if the dude just want to be in the studio to get paid and do whatever. But if he call and request you, like you call and request, to get some work in with them, if they agree and you do it together, that's a little bit more magical than just being like, yeah, I'll do it, you send this, and I'll do whatever. So if you respect my craft enough to where you want to do some work with me, then that's what I love. I mean, you could be off the street and have a good sound. You might not have any connections to do anything, but if I like how you sound and you trying to get something work together, I'm going to do my best to make that song as magical as any other song.
Let's see. What do you think about, what is there anything out there, even on your own personal time, that you find interesting, that someone else might not find interesting?
Man, I'm simple. I'm pretty much simple. I like reading. I haven't read a lot lately. But video games, watch a little television. I'm a movie freak. I love just watching, movies and collecting movies. That's about it. I'm simple, man. I go to my I'm from Herndon, Calvert, Texas. I still live in Herndon and Calvert, Texas, and my parents are from both. So I lay my head in both. My friends, family, who I deal with, I pretty much deal with on a day-to-day basis when I'm home. If you come from out of town and you see me posted on the block, yeah, that's really me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really stay in negative areas, but when I'm out, my people that's there, I don't shun. I nod my head and I shake hands. As anybody that really does know me know that's what I do. And if I'm in the area, I'll make myself seen where I need to be seen, and I'm gonna disappear when I need to disappear. But ultimately, I'm just a comfortable dude. I'm comfortable in my skin. Whatever fame you may think I have, or popularity, I know I do have. That's irrelevant when it comes down to just interacting with people and having a good time. I'm not gonna make myself look like I'm super fly in front of you. So don't try to make yourself go out the way to try to make me act like I am. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not the type of person I am. And if I gotta be that way, then I just leave because it ain't that important.
Right. Yeah, ain't got time for that. Okay. About to talk about I Look Good. Okay. Obviously, you see how that thing just blew up like crazy. right now, I mean, you got a lot of different things. Obviously, that was like one of the biggest nationwide songs ever. Right now, for those that don't know, Chalie Boy's got, you know, a couple different projects out there. I mean, thefix.com definitely supports Chalie Boy. A lot of producers out there in Houston, all over. iTunes, a couple months ago, they dropped I'm not sure if it's the greatest hits or something. It's got some new jams on there, some ones from like 2010, 2011. You can definitely knock that out on iTunes. Very good tracks. Lots of videos on YouTube as well. You know, he got his own website. You got on SoundCloud, you got a really, really nice track, No Hook Needed. Fabulous track, love it. Celebration Freestyle, killed it. You know, shout out to the game, but you know, I have to hands down for him.